He's just playing in his comfort zone, I guess.
Yeah, okay, 3 wide.
Yup.
Okay.
QMK not getting
Yeah,
pushed up though.
he's like playing Misa Mino,
Yeah.
just based right now.
All right. Oh,
How
Rivi's
much
got
he's
the
getting
clean
away
pressure
with
though.
too, like,
This
Riviclia
is
isn't even
insane.
doing much to QMK. His board is in worse shape than QMK's is.
That's insane. Why is QMK still alive? Everything in my brain
Oh,
tells me he
okay, we
shouldn't
got
be.
a space there, finally.
Wow. There's looks like they're about to start. Good luck, have fun. And here we are. QMK versus Riviclia. Alright. Right. Cute fractal from Rivi there. QMK already pushed up. Alright. QMK really not pushing his speed that hard, you know? Which is surprising, given what we saw from him against Vince. But it's working, clearly.
Is this a real one?
These are real, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Believe it or not.
Well, I did see QMK spat up, so yeah, this is probably real.
That last match, like I don't know how QMK does. Like, he's I
It,
feel like
it
the
actually
only
is pretty
player.
impressive. He's able to do that so consistently with almost anyone. Play the same way. And I don't know if it's like necessarily the same way, but the game plan is usually always the same.
It's a good game plan. What can you say? It's just, I don't know, it's interesting to see that QMK could beat almost everyone, even without like the most intense speed. It's just mind-boggling, I guess.
Testament to probably his efficiency as a player.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you know, I think we did talk
Oh,
about
that down stack! That was so smart. That extension. That's, yeah. Some of these finds from QMK always. I'm never fail to be impressed. I'm a huge QMK fanboy. All right. Don't tell him I said that, but.
Oh, all good. I think, you know, he wouldn't mind because he's a fanboy for Riviclia at the moment, and
that's true.
He's definitely a player that QMK respects a lot because he has all the skills and all the makings of a player that QMK thinks is basically close to what the peak of the game could be. You know, as soon as he optimizes a little more for multiplayer, I think, you know, Riviclia is always already an amazing player, but I think there's definitely even more to improve in his game plan. Which is very exciting, I think.
Yeah. Rivi, yeah, he just has access to such like a varied set of different playstyles. So it'd be cool. I want to see more of QMK in multiplayer, but I mean, it's not like he isn't showing up, you know? Like Rivi going off, you know? Close set.
Such weird openings by Riviclia.
Rivi has his own opener book, I swear.
Yeah, and I think he's able to find things that a lot of other players may not necessarily find really, really quickly. I do think like the gaps in between, where he downstacks and then goes back on the attack, could be a little more fluid. Oh, but I mean, the attack he's putting on against QMK at the moment, amazing. Just needs to pile on this pressure. QMK is almost dead. He's on the ropes, but you know, if he is the survival king, so Riviclia is still gonna have to like pile on the pressure here. QMK already out, pretty much at the bottom of the field. Riviclia trying to push him back up. Slight misdrops over on QMK's side. This could be trouble for him.
Okay.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, just QMK. Ooh. Yeah, just playing so solidly. Very,
It's just,
very nice.
I don't know how he manages that consistency.
I do think to some degree he does go for predictable shapes and patterns. And so, you know, like a common one that he always builds up towards is that fractal, which helps him a lot pump out that APM and, you know, kill his opponents when they're in a bad situation. Yeah, just his stack structure and his stack health is something that he pays attention to greatly.
And this is for Riviclia, you mean? Or QMK?
I think it's really for both of them, although I think QMK probably does this to a greater extent than Riviclia does. Riviclia, I think his downstack patterns just serve him really well the way that he plays. I would like to see him optimize that a little better, though. I think he can take the downstacking to greater extremes, you know, to ooze out more in his own gameplay.
That makes sense.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, see, like, Riviclia has some of the cleanest conversions.
Yeah. It's like, Rivi's like a train, you know? Like, when he gets going, it's almost like nothing can stop him, right? But
yeah,
sometimes
I'm
he
glad
struggles.
I'm not the only one making analogies. Thank you for that. I completely
Gotta make you
understand
look okay, yeah? Nah, I'm a big fan of the analogies.
You just make everything so neat and tidy.
Yeah. Ooh, Rivi getting really greedy STSD there.
Yeah, but he made it work. I don't think it really changed too much in terms of the actual play here.
Yeah.
No real effect to either player. Okay, Riviclia, wow.
Good spike there.
Able to maintain the momentum on the back-to-back string. This QMK just one step too late. Although I think he was saving up for some kind of like big combo because he did have... Okay, so QMK had one T-piece in Q, or in hold, and he also had another one going. Oh no.
QMK, not pretty.
Two easy ones for Riviclia. QMK gonna have to clean up a little bit, or this might mean a second wind for Riviclia.
QMK playing really fast, I feel like, compared to his usual speed. He had like a 4 PPS burst there. Do you even sprint that fast, man?
Like, you know, you don't pull out all stops unless you have to.
Yeah. Oh, Rivi, what an interesting, like, 2 wide there. Then he's living. No way.
Disrupt grip, I think easy fix. Very nice.
Crazy. Crazy that Rivi just lives that. That's insane. Rivi just, he's keeping it, he's fine, like his stacking patterns I feel like are pretty unique. Is that just me? Or am I just blind?
I don't think so. Like I said before, I think the main part of his downstack patterns is just, there's so much awareness to what kind of patterns he needs to make in the moment that they're always just, he's got like wonderful awareness of what's coming up in the queue, so he's never really in a bad spot in that sense. And there's like natural follow-ups to everything that he's preparing for.
Yeah.
Just he does him a lot more than I think he needs to. And especially when he does misdrop, I do think his default is just to kind of downstack through first for a better position. Although, wow, that I spin was so clean. Dang. Unfortunate with the S piece there. If he didn't place that there, I think he would have still been able to spawn his next one.
Yeah. Rivi, yeah, I just think even like Rivi's upstack, I feel like is really different. Just the T-spins he finds, I feel like they're almost unlike any other players.
They're really.
I
They
mean, not
feel
always.
really
but-
T-spin based. The decisions that he goes for, it kind of optimizes towards that.
Mhm. I don't know. I think like Tetris, there doesn't necessarily have to be like a right solution all the time. A lot of it's just like
No.
each player expresses themselves differently through the game.
I guess so. This is like some melee language you're throwing at me right now.
Maybe. All right. Maybe I watched
Playing
metagame.
style
Okay.
kind of thing.
Am I wrong though?
I don't think so. No, I did think about that before. For example, you know, like, I personally think a Junba is like our Mango, just because, you know, in that regard, he's just like such an exciting player when he's on points. When he's on point, it feels like, you know, just everything just works for him, and his
Yeah.
opponent can't really do anything about it, where he feels like he's unstoppable. In terms of, you know, actual gameplay, I can definitely see that. Everybody has kind of a different approach to it. I think you can see it more in the top level, where players have more and more control over their stacks. You know, we just saw, for example, players like CZ. We originally, I thought maybe Diao and Firestorm would have been the peaks, and they both do have different ways of going about optimizing the game. Naturally, with Diao, he kind of goes more for more downstack heavy kind of builds, but you know, players like Firestorm more heavy on the back-to-back. And then players like CZ, who have been emerging, show that you can even use just some basic survival, clean stacking, don't get too greedy or over-ambitious, and you'd still be able to mess with the best.
Yeah. This pace of the set is we're at 4-4 now, and just nobody is letting up.
No.
Oh.
That was an amazing
What
combo
an
by
extension.
QMK, yeah.
Dang. Alright, yeah, QMK trying to get that TKI PC follow-up, but not having the Q. Oh, that's a rough misdrop. Rivi get out of that? Oh, yeah. That's like one trouble with the Rivi's playstyle, you know? Like single player modes, when you misdrop, you just hit reset, you know? But multiplayer, you know, that's a crucial round. And I feel like Rivi, not that he's like horribly inconsistent, right? He's a top player for a reason, but I feel like he kind of runs into those issues more than a lot of the like super top echelon of just misdrops. And I mean, he has speed to fix it and he has downstack to fix it, but misdrops still hurt, you know?
Ooh.
Good fix from Rivi there. Ooh, Rivi built power stacking very high.
Mhm.
Dang. QMK survival is just something else.
Yeah, both players just, you know, chilling.
Yep.
You know, obviously they're not chilling, but I mean, man, just watching these two play, it does kind of rinse and repeat into the same kind of patterns.
I guess
Both
that's
of
fair.
them, yeah, both of them are incredibly good downstackers. Both of them, look, I mean, even QMK has got a fast game now. So this is just about finding the openings. I mean, just both of them are so good at what they do. This is just kind of a teeter-totter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the opening, you know? One misdrop, and it's over.
I apologize if I'm not like commentating now because it's 2:16 a.m. I'm just dead.
Yeah, man. Dude,
No
don't
worries,
worry
man.
about it.
No
If
worries.
you need to get sleep, that's okay too, man. We understand. We're
No,
glad
we
to have you here,
Turn
though.
this too modest. All right, so mine will sleep at 1,200.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you want mine,
him
get
sleep.
good rest.
Let
and
him sleep.
right? Yeah. Yeah. Dude.
Know everything.
I will sleep shirtless.
No cam still, but you can use your imagination.
These are just very back and forth. Yeah. What do you think both of these players can do to like create openings?
I think at the very least one of them is gonna have to stop playing chicken. Like, you know, these two players are kind of players who kind of play chicken until the moment comes for where they can unleash that like big attack on each other. And so, I mean, I don't know. It's just, you can't really fix something that, you know, these guys just default to that playstyle. Oh, and QMK misread that situation. Okay, but he should still be fine here. Yeah, moments like that, just, you know, slight misdrop, but both of them never really get into a position where either of them
That's big for real.
have to worry too much about whether or not they can survive it. I don't even know what QMK was doing there. He was kind of just waiting on what Riviclia was doing. Maybe even like checking to see if the roof was clear, but I feel like he probably could have just been a little more aggressive there and just taken the win.
I think it's funny how when CZ does it, you say he's always on the prowl for opportunities. But here, they're playing chicken. You know?
It's just, that is
very
just,
different.
he's bringing it to his opponents. These guys don't bring it to their opponents. They let their opponents come to them, and once they've run dry, they attack them.
This is crazy. I like, this must be rough for QMK because we saw that position Rivy was in a minute ago. That QMK wasn't able to capitalize, and now he loses the
That's
game.
how the game goes, you know, like if you don't take your opportunities when they come, then your opponent will. And so, you know, when opportunities do come, you have to be prepared. Even if you don't think it's going to go through, I mean, a lot of that is also just in the moment. You might not feel like it's a good idea, but especially in situations like stalemates, there are two situations that you can run. One of them is to simply wait for your opportunity if it ever comes. Against players like CZ, that it gets a little more anxiety inducing because you don't know what might happen. It really is kind of up in the air whether or not you can take them in hurry up. It's typically how games where people are playing chicken or just can't get into. Yeah, in this case, I don't know. They're just not sending enough to be able to pressure each other. Look how quickly Riviclia is playing right now, and QMK is keeping up with all of this. He's at the bottom of the field. Oh, never mind.
That's how fast it can go.
But this cycles through every single time between these two. And so it's really difficult to determine. This is one of those like toss-ups. It really is like kind of execution based at the moment.
Thank God. CZ finally confirming that it is indeed CZ and not CZ.
No.
Take that.
Stop.
It's
I
his
don't want-
name.
I'm a
It's his
Canadian.
name.
I can't. No. DZ, I request an exception be made for me.
Just for you.
Look, alright, we know you're special, okay, but maybe you're not that special.
Special?
I mean it in only the friendliest of ways.
What's the friendly way? The type of friendly way you use to talk to someone who's special?
Oh,
That is a horrible way.
Well, what you trying to say here, bud?
oh my God. What?
Special. Oh.
Oh, I love you, dude.
I get you.
Meanwhile, you
Yeah,
know,
no worries,
Rivy
man.
bringing it back.
Bringing it back in a special way?
This guy. Gonna have to kick him off the mic.
Like QMK.
I feel like Rivy's just putting on more pressure now, you know?
Yeah,
He's stopping the chicken.
Yeah. QMK still kind of just surviving a lot of messy situations. I think it still kind of plateaus in the end, but at least like more progress is being made. It seems like it's a little more dynamic than before.
Yeah.
What I mean by dynamic is just there's more happening now than before.
Yeah.
A lot more changes, but you know, both of them still ending up in similar positions at the end of the day. No real advantage on each other, just both in very safe spots. I don't know if it's just, you know, they both don't take a lot of risks, and they also don't really make a lot of vulnerabilities in their own stacks that can be taken advantage of.
How's Rivy this fast? It's actually insane.
He's pausing in between some of these decisions, and he's still playing almost 4 pieces per second.
Yeah.
Creating so much time for himself. Yeah. Okay, so this is the pattern that this match is going into. It's like they do their back-to-back chains. Oh, that doesn't work, and I'm receiving garbage. Let's downstack through this. Once they downstack, they rinse and repeat.
Ooh, 4 wide from QMK? Oh!
Wow. Okay, yeah, do that earlier,
QMK.
Strong. No, for real though, that seems to be like the strategy here, because there's nothing that's really denting either of them. Nothing that either of them is doing anything. And so they have to find a way, otherwise, to open up each other. And one of the ways to do that, you know, bigger attacks. One of which can involve 4 wides.
Glad CZ's taking the initiative though, you know? Recognizing that what I'm doing kind of isn't working. Guess we need to change something up. QMK really getting pushed up. But
hey, if you want to watch him play, we're gonna get him later on. He's in the finals. Don't worry about it.
I need him now. Dang, this is like QMK keeps finding himself in these pickles, and he just constantly finds his way out. It's pretty impressive.
Okay, waits and wow, what a
that was an
amazing flat find. Words
hard.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is, I don't know how they're managing this kind of consistency. And yeah, we're approaching 30 minutes long on this set, which is crazy to have this kind of mental like fortitude and composure for this long.
Man, I honestly thought you were joking a little bit, but yeah, I mean, this match itself till 1 a.m. There's no win by 2, is there?
No. Oh my god, could you imagine?
They've been neck and neck for like the past 10 games.
But it's now match point, so.
Yep.
Oh, QMK looks like he has a great downstack combo there prepared. Okay, sends over a little bit of cheese over on Riviclia's side, but doesn't really dent it. They're back to even already.
Yeah.
And yeah, see, you can kind of see this theme even at the bottom of the board. QMK still doesn't go for any aggression against Riviclia. It's probably just like based on the momentum he's feeling in the match, but yeah, they're gonna have to come up with like bigger and bigger attacks against each other. These downstack combos.
Oh, that was.
Does it?
Rough misdrop. I
The
think,
Rin
you know,
finally is able to leave QMK the victor. I think he moves on to does he move on to grand finals or does he have another hurdle here?
Losers finals against Firestorm.
All right.
Oh boy.
And then winner of this goes up against
CZ.
in grand finals. Okay, I'm following completely with the bracket now.